Okay everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Luke Pulaski with the Outdoor Conquest. You can see we got the boat in. Yeah, it's a beautiful spring day. It's gonna hit mid-60s today, I think, and not a cloud in the sky. So we're gonna go through a break-in process with our brand new Mercury 150 horse 4-stroke. So we're gonna go through all that today and hopefully get a little fishing done. So stay tuned. Okay everybody, little update here. We're going through the break-in process of this 4-stroke 150 horsepower Mercury outboard. We're pretty much through the first hour where you run it at a max RPM of 3,500, no more than cruising back and forth across the lake. First weekend of spring, it's a beautiful day. There's a few boats out here. There's a couple guys fishing, hopping around. Okay, we're getting ready to enter the second hour of the break-in with 150 horse Merc 4-stroke. And during the second hour, you can run the motor no higher than 4,500 RPM, and which is about 3/4 throttle, 1 minute out of every 10 for that second hour. And it's really important to do the break-in. This motor, the boat, and everything is a really large investment, so you want to make sure you break it in properly. Manufacturer recommendations. We're running 87 grade fuel, which is what they recommended, along with some Stay-Bill 360 Marine, 1 ounce for every 10 gallons of fuel. We filled the boat up, took about 40 gallons roughly, and so we put about 4 ounces of that Stay-Bill in there. But we're going to enter the second hour. We're getting in to the last 15-20 minutes of the second hour of our break-in, and I'll show you how we've been doing it here. We've been working it through the RPMs, which is this gauge right here. So for this second hour, you're allowed to mainly run it at 3/4 throttle, but once every 10 minutes you can run it up to 4,500 RPM. But I've been easing it up. And right there, the boat pretty much planes out really well. The bow gets under the water real nice. She pulls good. So I'll run it there for 10-15 seconds. And I go ahead and just get right into the throttle. So we're holding that 4,500 RPMs. I really haven't done it for a minute straight. The lake really isn't big enough to do so. Then we go ahead and pull it back nice and easy. And then we take it right back down. It's best to get this first couple hours in one trip. Keep the motor warm. We were just having this conversation. They say the break-in period is a total of 10 hours. the first 2 hours being most important. So give yourself a 2 hour window, 2, 3, 4 hour window, you know, time to get out here, get the boat launched, and make sure you get that first 2 hours in one trip. That's the most important 2 hours of the motor break-in itself. Get the motor accustomed to running at different RPMs at a steady state. So like right now we're running it at right about 2,000 RPMs. And we'll just do a couple circles around here just to let the motor work at different RPMs. Okay, so now you can take it up. We'll go to 3,000 RPM and just cruise it out like this. Then you can dial it back down. You know, right about 2,000 RPM. Take it right all the way down. And just cruise it out there. Now cruise it out there for a minute or two, and then you can work its way back up. You know, you don't have to ease it right up, so I'm gonna get right into it. Okay, now we're at 4,000 RPM, almost 4,500. Putting that motor under different stresses, different scenarios, allowing it to get broken. Okay, so we got our first 2 hours of the initial motor break-in complete. The first 2 hours are most imperative to breaking the motor in. And again, I recommend doing it the first 2 hours in one trip. Work it all through while the motor's warm. But now, the total break-in is 10 hours. But for the next 8 hours, you're able to run under full power, no more than 5 minutes at a time for the next 8 hours. And then the motor's broken. But that first 2 hours is most important to getting this motor broken. I mean, Mercury did a phenomenal job with this motor. It runs like a top, planes the boat out real nice. So we're pretty happy with it for now. So we're back home. The break-in period went well. Motor's running great. Mercury Marine did a phenomenal job with that motor. 150 horsepower outboard, 4-stroke. Thing runs like a top. So we got our first 2 hours done. We're excited to get back out on the water, get out there and start doing some fishing here in the near future. If you're new to the channel and not yet subscribed, please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you have any questions or anything like that, you want to email me, my email is in the description of the video. So feel free to reach out to me that way as well. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram also. We got a Facebook page and an Instagram page. We're pretty active on there also, as well as our YouTube channel. But with that being said, thank you for watching this episode of The Outdoor Conquest. We'll see you on the next one.